Evening, folks. I am Chad with CD Shaving, and tonight we're doing a head shave. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. And we got a little story for you tonight. Tonight we're just doing a regular head shave. It's not really a soap review. I actually have this sample. We're going to be using Stirling Black Ice. Stirling Black Ice. And it's a black licorice or anise type of smell to it. It's got a lot of menthol in it from what I've read. Some reviews say it's not a crazy amount of menthol, but they say it's got 2% menthol crystals in it. So anyway, it is brought to us by Stirling. Stirling is 2012 established by Rod and Amanda Loven. They produce some of my favorites, such as margaritas in the Arctic. This is also a menthol-based soap, and I do like menthol soaps quite a bit. So, Boonville, Arkansas is where they're out of. Anyway, it's available right now. It's actually not available on Stirling's website, probably seasonal based, but it is available on maggotrazors.com for $12.99 for a 5.8 ounce container, which is quite a bit. In this particular soap, it has beef tallow. For those of you that are concerned about tallow based, it is tallow based. Stearic acid, distilled water, castor oil, potassium hydroxide, vegetable glycerin, essential oil, almond oil, shea butter, coconut milk, lanolin, sodium hydroxide, menthol clay, sodium lactate. Almost all in one breath. And I'm still standing. So, we got it pressed in our bowl here. We got our game changer knot. Oh, for the mowing of the face, Mule R41 razor with a fresh feather blade, perfectly aligned. So we've got our soap sample bloomed. We're just going to go ahead and load it up here. So today is Asparagus Day, National Asparagus Day, or as some people call it, aspargrass. So those of you that like aspargrass, happy Asparagus Day. Those of you that don't, tough. Anyway, I happen to like asparagus. I make it on the grill in some tin foil, a little bit of lemon, salt, and maybe some butter sometimes. So, anyway, so Stirling. Stirling is one of my favorite soaps. You guys have seen me do quite a bit of reviews on different Stirling soaps. They're just a fantastic soap. They get the scents that they have are, I mean, they're just amazing. And the customer service, I got to tell you, is phenomenal when dealing with them. I'm very, very happy. So I got a couple of aftershave or post-shave bombs by them. That's a ton of soap. I get Sandpiper and Sharp Dress Man. I actually don't have the post-shave bomb in this, but anyway, I digress. So I get some other ones by them that I've used quite a bit, and I was doing a head shave the other day, or actually I think it was a face shave, and I was using Sandpiper, and I had the matching, or I have the matching splash and post-shave balm with it, which I was using. Now, little tip for you. This is your shaving tip from CD Shaving here today. Do not, when shaving, do anything else. Don't do anything else. You're supposed to be shaving. When you're shaving, you're shaving. It's all about you, right? Don't be trying to do laundry in between passes or cook dinner or... No. Damn all that. You stick to what you're doing. Taking care of you. Right? Well, it's summertime here in the Northeast. And if some of you may have already guessed, I live in the city. On a third floor apartment. Or in a third floor apartment. First pass with the green. So, I live on a third floor. Gets a little hot up here, even with the windows open, and you know what? I'm really all set with listening to the ambulances all the time, so I try to shut the windows during the summer, within reason. If I think it's going to be a quiet night, or it seems like it is, I'll keep the windows open, but it's starting to get a little warm. This was a couple weeks ago, so outside of one of my windows I have a balcony. And I decided to install my air conditioning unit in between passes. Yep, I did. Now, what this has to do with Stirling, I'll get to in a second. So, it's a pretty large AC unit. Does about 3 rooms. Cools everything down within about 20 minutes, even from 90 degrees. Nice little unit. Well, I lathered my head up. And I think I had it in my head. I lathered up my head. Did a shave. Picked up the air conditioning unit, or dried off my hands. Picked up the air conditioning unit, put it in the window. Now, it's about a 3-foot drop to the balcony. It's not that high. Now, the unit is made by a company called Haier, if I'm saying that right. So while I'm talking about their air conditioning unit, while I'm shaving, let me just say their utility cords are bar none. They're the best. They're the best product cords that they make, because those things, they're strong. Now, again, you're saying to yourself, listen, I like your videos and all, dude, but where the hell are you going with this? Stay with me now. So, I was in between passes, and I put the thing in, put it in the unit. Came back, lathered up, did another couple more passes, went back out, extended the wings, put in the, or just extended the wings. I didn't put in the screws yet to hold them out, you know. And I finished my shave, and I threw on some witch hazel. I had just rinsed it off, and I was standing in my kitchen, which is right outside this door, and I was looking at the window that it was in, facing the balcony, and I said, huh, that looks a little, it looks like that it's not sitting right on the sill. That needs to go back one more notch. You know, it's not, I didn't set it right. Well, maybe it'll be fine the way it is. So I came back in the bathroom, and I started applying my post-shave balm, and it was this one specifically, Sandpiper. Right, great stuff. Plenty of moisture in that bad boy. And so let me tell you. Put that on my head. Of course, I had it all over my hands. Now, I usually dry my hands off, but because I was thinking about this air conditioning unit and the things that I had to do to make sure it was all the way in, I skipped the towel part. Some of you that watch these are really, really smart and probably see where I'm going with this. Or at least those of you that have installed an AC unit in window before. So then I looked out, stepped out of the kitchen after rubbing this stuff all over my head, and I looked at it and I said, you know what? I can tell that's off, and now it's starting to bug me. You know what? The hell with it. I got to fix it. It's got to come. It's got to go back out on one more notch. But you know, so we're not sitting right. You know, because I can't just leave well enough alone. So because my mind was not entirely on the AC unit either, because part of it was on shaving, I went over there and fixed it, or went to fix it. And I did what any idiot would do in that situation. Grab the windowsill and lifted. Remember, I hadn't screwed in the wings, so the only thing holding this air conditioning unit in was the top of the window, which I had now just lifted all the way up. Said air conditioner pulled for a minute, the wings that were extended slid in, and it went. And now, it wasn't like I dropped it out of a window altogether. Well, because it didn't. It started to go. But still, there was a 3-foot drop to that balcony. I'm pretty sure the AC unit would not have liked being dropped 3 feet to the wooden balcony below. At all. So, I think I screamed a couple of swears that probably were just invented at that point. And I reached out, grabbed the top. But remember, this step that I skipped? Yeah, very important. Because I no longer had any friction on my hands. Right? So the unit slipped out of my hand, started to go. I reached out, grabbed it again with my other hand. It slipped out of that one. So I was kind of doing the doggy paddle, swearing and yelling, trying to pull this friggin' thing back up on the windowsill. And it slipped out. It went, pulled the cord out of the wall, and I grabbed the cord. And I twisted it kind of around my wrist and held onto it back, you know, like this. All the while leaning back, kneeling on my knees, swearing. I got not shaving cream, but I had like sweat running down my head, which had the post shave balm in it. It's getting into my eyes now, and I'm huffing and puffing, trying to hold it there, and now I realized I'm holding this air conditioning unit, which is probably the better part of 100 pounds or more, and by the cord that the manufacturer has attached to it. So I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. So I reached out. I managed to get my arm around it, the back end, and roll it up over onto my chest and my belly as I laid flat on the floor. Yeah, huffing and puffing, almost dropping my AC unit out the window. Now, it is a balcony and it is sturdy. I have no doubt that it would have held the AC unit, but it's a 3-foot drop. It probably would have broke something on that, I would imagine. I'm not an appliance specialist by any means, but I can't imagine that would be good for it whatsoever. So, yeah. After that, I kind of rolled over and put the AC unit on its side in the middle of my kitchen floor and sat up and said, I gotta go finish my shave. Jesus Christ. And this is the part when my parents or my dad looks at this video and says, where did I go wrong? I tried, Lord, I tried. What did I do wrong? Anyway, so I came in the bathroom. I think I rinsed my head off in just a frantic, because my hands were shaking. You know, I was kind of nervous at the same time. I knew there was a balcony there, but I had this vision of the thing plummeting down and landing on top of somebody walking. Holy cow! And so if you happen to come visit me, you know, you're probably safe to just meet me in the parking lot rather than come in, because something will probably fall on you. Anyway, so I came in, I finished my shave, and I reapplied some of that post-shave balm, and then took the time to dry my hands, and so I decided that I was going to go back afterwards and put it all in there and get it installed. Well, I did, but I went to plug it in afterwards, and of course all the prongs were all bent to hell. So I I grab the pliers and went to move them around, bent the prong. I heard like a click. You know, I thought I broke the prong. I didn't. All I did was just trip it's like a fuse switch on the plug, and I tripped that, but with my hand, and but I thought I broke the prong. So of course more new swears came out, and I was just, you know, really loving life at that point. I just wanted the goddamn thing in the window. And I remember saying to myself, I really can't be doing anything else while I'm shaving. Except videos, maybe. And even then, I'm probably taking my life in my hands. So anyway, that's my story. And that's my shaving tip for the night. Don't do anything else while you're shaving. Do yourself and the world a favor, and maybe that of your family, and concentrate on yourself for the 20, 10, 30, however long it takes you to do your shave. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy that time. Don't think about anything else. And if there's something on your mind, get it out of the way beforehand. That way you're not thinking about it while you're shaving. Shaving should be relaxing. Because let's face it, you're not doing your head shaves or your face shaves or whatever else you shave for anybody else. Essentially, really, I mean, ultimately, you're doing it for yourself. So, it's your face, it's your body parts. Shave it the way you want it. And spend that time to yourself. So, we're going to go ahead and finish up this shave. We'll be back talking about the post-shave routine on this daily conversational shave, as opposed to a shave review. So thank you very much for joining me. We'll be right back. And we are back. The shave has been completed. I did all my passes. This is definitely, I mean, that's a beautiful shave. So it's nice and smooth. Black ice, I'm kind of liking it. I'm actually not a licorice fan at all, but it's not a heavy licorice scent. It's just kind of barely there. It's nice. And there is, it's not the heaviest menthol soap that they make. I think Margaritas has more in it, but it's still nice. I mean, you can feel the menthol, that's for sure. So I will use that again until the sample's gone. But yeah, what a great shave. I'm gonna just throw on some witch hazel here. The cushion. Actually, you know what? I forgot to throw some cold water on my head. The cushion and lather, it's all there. Stirling's wonderful. They're known for that. The cushion, the ease of loading, the ease of lather, the performance is one of the, in my opinion, one of the top-notch soaps out there. And they get tons and tons and tons of scents. I mean, there's definitely something in their lineup for everybody. There really is. They're not the strongest scenting soap out there, the more heaviest, I should say, but it's pretty heavy. It's pretty good. But they're an awesome company, and they really got good products. So I'd have to say, yeah, give this a shot. I mean, if you like licorice, if you absolutely hate licorice, go with something else. Like they've got margaritas in the Arctic. This is a high menthol soap, or one. They also have a whole glacial series, which is really high menthol. I haven't tried one of those yet, but I heard that those are pretty decent. So give those a shot if you like menthol. But if you do not like licorice at all, I would stay away from this soap. I'm not a licorice fan, excuse me, but I get that it's something. The scent is nice to use when you want something cold. I do get that, and so that's why I gave it a shot. Even plus, I had the sample going on here, so I wanted to try it, and I'm glad I did. So, so anyway, so tonight's shave, basically, what you take from it is, one, Stirling's a great company. Two, they have their stuff is slick. I mean, it is super slick in a good way, and that is what you want. Don't get me wrong. My story was just me not paying attention. That's all it was. You know, and that's my fault. But you know, you know, so that whatever you do, I guess my second thing would be, pay attention when you're shaving. Don't do anything else. Just stick with the shaving. Do the shave. Spend the time for yourself and enjoy, and use great products. So that is all I have. And if you folks have any further questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Come on board. We'd love to have you. Every time we put up a new video, you will get a notification if you said it right. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys shave, have a great shave. Have a good night.